One thing I love more than anything is to recreate food for my favorite takeaways. And today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect Pizza Hut original pan pizza. It's not impossible without a pizza oven, and I'm going to show you how to make it. In a bowl, add your warm water, sugar, salt, milk powder and yeast. The water should be lukewarm, not boiling, that will kill the yeast. Mix well and let that sit for 5 minutes. You will see some foam at the top, that's when it's ready. In a bowl, add in your wet mixture. Then add in a part of your flour and mix well. This will help for the liquid and the flour to combine well. Now gradually start adding all of your flour, mixing in between. Now add your olive oil, then attach a dough hook and mix. You can also carry on mixing by hand if you don't have a mixer. At first the dough will seem really wet, but do not be tempted to add any more flour. It will combine and turn really solid like this. With a stand mixer, that should take you 15 to 20 minutes. By hand it might take a bit longer. Once your dough has formed, drop on a well-floured surface, knead a few more times, then form into a ball. Your dough will feel smooth and springy. When you touch it, it will bounce back a little. Coat your bowl with some olive oil. This will prevent the dough from sticking. Place your dough into the bowl and lightly coat with some oil, and you're gonna let that rest for at least 2 hours, if possible overnight. Your dough would have risen quite a lot. You'll see it becoming very spongy and a lot of air has developed into the dough. What you now need to do is to remove some of that air. So place your dough on a well-floured surface and knead for a few minutes. Kneading a few times will be enough. You're just looking to remove some of that air. You will feel your dough being very smooth. The gluten has really developed and you'll see it being a lot more springy than it was earlier. Now weigh your dough and divide in 3. It may be a bit more, a bit less than what you see on the screen. I'm going to make the original pan pizza. If you're looking for a D pan, then put your dough in 9, maybe 10 inch size pan. I will be using 14 inch size pan. On a well-floured surface, knead each portion of dough and form into a ball. Again, don't work your dough too much, you just need to form it into a ball. Coat each dough bowl with some olive oil. You want to let that rest for about half an hour ideally. Cover with some film or damp towel. Unsurprisingly, the secret to a good pizza is the amount of oil they put in the pan. It may seem excessive, but the oil is what's going to help the dough get that texture underneath. It's literally going to fry the dough. Once your pan is ready, on a well-floured surface, grab your dough and stretch out. You can use a rolling pin or just the palm of your hands, just like I am now. Place your dough into the pan and carry on stretching until the edge. The oil will help it to do that. Make yourself a quick tomato sauce by blending some chopped tomatoes and some herbs and salt. You can cook it if you need to, but I don't bother. This point onwards is pretty much self-explanatory. Add in your tomato sauce, then sprinkle some cheese which will help the toppings to stick. Then your toppings of choice, then another layer of cheese. Now the secret to getting a good pizza from home is to get your oven as hot as possible, just like how they have it in the restaurant. So to do that, preheat your oven at maximum temperature for at least an hour. It will help if you have a baking stone or steel tray already in the oven, and this will help the bottom of the pizza cook well. But don't worry if you don't have one. Now place your pizza in your very hot oven and let that cook for 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how you like it. I personally like my pizza well cooked with a lot of browning on top, but as you can see, it has cooked very well. The The dough seems to have cooked really well, and each slice are maintaining the shape and are not too floppy. And this goes to show you can make a really good pizza at home. And there you go friends, with a few ingredients and a bit of patience, you can achieve Pizza Hut quality style pizza at home. This was my recipe for homemade pizza, just like the other huts.